going back to my dad. My dad is kind of like you said, is not a musician, but like you should see the closet full of CDs and records. And well, the records were in the basement, and he got when Record Theater closed, he got some of the like
the racks
that had all the records in. And so there's like 3 of them down in the basement, and they're all full. And he's got a whole closet full of CDs. And so I was exposed to a lot of that stuff through him. And that's like, I was talking about Jimmy and Wozniak and all that. And like, that's really where it started, because I could hear that stuff. Yeah. And you know, I think that's where my ear comes from, because I could hear the changes in there, and it was just, I don't want to say shoved down my throat, but it was around,
there for you.
It was around right? So much that like I just kind of grabbed onto it, you know.
Music lovers, welcome to Why Music Matters, a podcast where we examine the power and influence that music can wield in our lives. I'm your host, Jeff Miers. Today, my guest is Evan Laedke, a musician with an impressively broad skill set, one that has made him a first-call keyboardist for a wide variety of Western New York bands, one-off gigs, and sessions. Currently playing keys for Tsavo Highway, the Little Mountain Band, and others. Evan somehow found time in his busy schedule to take on the role of music director at Third Space, a 4,000 square foot 2-story cafe, art gallery, and entertainment space in Buffalo's Theater District. Evan and his partner, owner Chelsea Mae, opened their dream come true in the historic Sidway Building at 777 Main Street in Buffalo last December. In the time since, he's poured his considerable passion for our city's music scene into making Third Space into a home away from home for regional artists, bands, poets, and comedians. During our chat, Evan told me about his life in music, his early inspirations, and his hopes for Third Space going forward. Welcome to Why Music Matters, Evan Laedke. Hey everybody, welcome to Why Music Matters. Your host, Jeff Miers. Got my friend Evan Laedke here today to talk about a bunch of things, but first among them is the opening of a new space. See what I did there? That is really, you know, there's a healthy buzz around right now called Third Space on Main Street. Pretty much a theater and entertainment district, right on the edge, right on the edge of it. Really exciting and hip and cool looking new space, but also Evan is going to be handling the musical content, I guess, like, and you're a partner in the entire thing, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
And I've read a couple interviews with Chelsea talking about the kind of mindset behind the place.
Yes. Yeah.
And she name dropped Spot Coffee a couple of times as being like, you know, kind of community meeting place, place where you can come and like hang out for a few hours. You know?
That's exactly what it is.
So it's kind of a destination hang, but also, you know, when the sun goes down, a legit music venue. So can just tell me about how it came about, what your hopes are for it, and what your philosophy is musically and entertainment wise.
For sure. This is my partner Chelsea's dream. And she had this idea a long time ago, or not a long time ago, a little bit ago, and a few months ago, and she had always dreamed of opening up a cafe. And she was gracious enough to involve me in it and include my all the years in music that I've put in.
Yes.
And so it's really just a community place, kind of like you said, come hang out, work, do your thing. And then we also just really support the arts, and not just music, and poetry,
right.
comedy, the whole nine. And so we're just really trying to make it just a real community space. And we got 3,800 square feet of we got a lounge upstairs.
So cool.
It's really cool. And the first time I walked into that space, man, I was just like it was just like looking around like, oh my God, like
this is ours.
I can't believe this exists, And we got really lucky.
Right in the corner. I mean, what a spot.
Yeah, we got very lucky. We looked at one other spot and it wasn't the best. And they said, our coworker has another spot that you guys might like. And that's what it turned into.
Total luck.
And as far as our philosophy on it, we just like I said, we really wanted to create a spot that supports both of our dreams. Yeah. And it's really been working out so far, so we're happy.
Amazing. So what's your feeling on the public feedback, which I think has been
going
pretty
well.
Considerable.
It's going well. Yeah, we've got a decent amount of followers on social media, and it's growing every day. And people are coming in really supportive. We're getting really great Google reviews and stuff like that. And it's been wonderful. Just the acceptance from the community has been really nice. It's been really nice.
And I think that's, I'm not a huge world traveler or anything, but it feels like a Buffalo thing, that it's kind of welcoming, like, all right, this is good for all of us,
Yeah.
And obviously, there are a lot of amazing music venues. Considering our population size, it's kind of overwhelming.
Yes.
But this has an angle on it. I mean, did you feel like this fills a niche maybe that isn't being?
Yeah. So I think the two ideas kind of smashed together, right?
Yeah.
So the cafe and the entertainment, I think, really is unique in this area.
Yeah.
And that was something that we really honed in on right from the beginning, which is like, this is a unique spot, and we're going to establish it as both a cafe and a venue. And I've always loved playing at Sportsman's. That's like one of my favorite spots to play. And like,
it's one of the hubs, man.
This has this has like a similar vibe as far as like, you have the two levels, and you can, if you want to kind of go upstairs and like be a part of the music or the show or whatever's going on, but not really, still be able to talk and and hang out with your friends. You got the upstairs with an overhang that you can look down. And when I first saw that, I was like, oh, this is perfect. We're really trying to create that kind of vibe where it's like multiple things going on. And so that's,
It's awesome. The spot coffee thing always reminds me of the time, I don't know if you know the story, but that Jeff Buckley showed up
at Spot
and performed at Spot Coffee, like, with an acoustic guitar.
That's so cool.
Actually, he had his telly too in a little amp. And he was just like coming through town. I guess he just wanted to play.
That's so cool.
I actually have a bootleg of it. If anyone's interested, you should be.
Yeah.
But
I'm interested.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So that was incredible. But, it reminds me of the kind of, what you're doing is kind of the place, like if Buckley, rest in peace forever, brother. We're, stumbling through town or whatever. Yes. Like, this would be the kind of place where that could happen.
And that's something I've been honing in on too. So like, I've been, this is kind of inside baseball, but I've been in touch with Town Ballroom and trying to get some of their artists to come. Because we did, for one artist that came through, we did a meet and greet pop-up situation.
Amazing.
And so like, that's something I'm focusing in right now, is like, hey, whoever comes to town, why don't you stop on in, sell some of your merch, do that whole thing, meet some of your fans. And I think that's something that we can really grasp.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
So, and Artie and Donnie from the Town Ballroom are very much of the kind of mind, like, hey, rising tide saves all ships,
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's team up. I mean,
let's do some cool stuff.
We're so close. And then same thing with Shays too, where we've got some Shays overflow that's been coming in, and we're doing our specials kind of around what's going on at Shays.
Yeah.
And
I read that Chelsea said that.
Yeah,
right? So
that's been really cool. Yeah.
So like drink specials or
Yeah.
like you tailoring
Yeah.
what you're doing to
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, so
whatever.
we
The
did-
Lion King's here or,
Yeah, for example,
Humphreys
we
McGee
did,
is down the street in town,
Wicked's, I think Wicked's over there at Shays
Yeah.
right now. So we'd have like a matcha special,
That's cool.
that, the green and everything. So
Yeah.
we're really playing into all that stuff.
That's cool. That's fun.
It's awesome.
Also, I don't know how much you had to do with this conceptually, but like kind of where the stage is just feels like, I don't know. It just feels like you're kind of drawn toward that. Like it's a focal point in a way that isn't, it doesn't feel like you're sitting like this and there's a huge stage there. It just feels like,
it's like part of the room, right?
Yes, thank you. I was not finding the words.
So that stage was existing. It was there. I didn't have to do anything besides me and my dad built it out.
Cool.
We put the lights in, and we don't have the best equipment in the world, but we made it work. And so we worked our asses off and did everything over there. So we have full house sound, full drums. I got a smoking deal on like amp shields and drum shields. I love telling people this is my favorite thing to tell people about Third Space.
This is the best nerdy stuff.
My buddy Donovan is like a construction guy, and he hooked us up
from Little Mountain
Band. Yeah, for an incredible price.
Hey, brother.
I thank him every time I see him. I'm like, dude, you saved our asses.
He is such a solid dude.
Yeah, he's the best, man. So it's like I really wanted, especially because of our parking situation, I really wanted to make sure that it was easy for musicians to come in. All they got to bring is their amps. It's nothing crazy.
So you're backlined?
We are, yeah, for the most part. Eventually, we'll all upgrade and have.
I think it's your Nords on stage there.
Yeah, I keep my Nords there whenever I can. And that's been huge too, because I've made, connections throughout the years, and so now it's like I can finally apply that to something, right?
Yeah.
I can finally be like, okay, I know all these people now, and I can get them in, and the reception's been really great, man.
Do you have I'm anticipating what you might say, but do you have a particular, genre in mind, or is musically like you want to offer whatever's good?
Everything. I want to offer everything. Even if it's not good to me, to be honest. Like I've put an emphasis on getting outside of my own world. We had Little Mountain Band. We had Dead Alliance as well. So I'm including stuff in my world as well. But I want to make sure that we include the punk scene, which I'm not even really a part of. The EDM scene, we got a couple EDM shows coming up. We've had a DJ Billy already, and she's really cool. And so it's like I said, it's really important to me to just not pigeonhole it into like just jam music or whatever, just because that's what I'm involved in.
I'm heavily involved in it too, but it doesn't represent everything I love. There's such a great world of music, and Buffalo has an awful lot of it.
An awful lot. So much. Yeah, so much that I haven't, been able to keep up with it as much over the right. So, man. Yeah.
Amazing. So, in terms of like the acoustics of the room and sonically and everything, you've been happy with it? I mean,
I've been so happy with it. So,
did it sound good immediately?
Immediately. So what they have like this fire retardant stuff on the ceiling, and I think it just like sucks it. It just like sucks it up. So that's the first part. Part two is that we did a huge sound dampening job on one of the walls.
Awesome.
Because we have apartments next to us and above us. So whatever's on the ceiling takes care of the ceiling, and then we did the soundproof job on that wall, and it has been really good. It's
amazing.
I got crappy monitors right now, but as soon as I get better monitors, it's going to be even better on stage. I got some free monitors that we got hooked up with. But yeah, when you're out front, it is crystal clear. It's really fun to hear the drums when you're standing right out front, because you hear them pretty much solely out of the speaker with our giant shield up there.
That's amazing.
And it is really cool. It's really cool for me to hear. So yeah, we did, my dad and I really put our minds to it, and we were there for weeks just hammering out the stage. And
is your dad like in carpentry or music?
He's a bricklayer, or he was a bricklayer. He's retired now. But he's got that mind, he's got that builder mind. So yeah, we built out so much of it, and I'm thankful for him, and he'll be happy to hear that I'm thanking him. Because,
right on. Shout out, Dad.
Shout out, Chuck.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Are you focused like solely on Buffalo local? Local sounds like a pejorative. It's not. I mean,
No, I mean, I would love to get.
You're looking to build out.
I would love to get national acts, and like I said, that meet and greet pop up situation is something that I think we can really hone in on. But yeah, I would love to get national acts. I would love to get anybody that really is in the arts, and a part of the scene in any way.
So cool.
And I've like really been. We have our music open mic on Thursdays, and
Are you running that? Or?
I am running it when I can, when I'm not booked. And we smashed poetry into that as well. That's so we're doing music and poetry. It's like kind of a mixed mic. And we're really excited about that to get some poets in, and and like I said, just really celebrate all of it. That's really what it's about, celebrating all the arts. And
amazing. No, I'm just thinking, and you mentioned Artie Donnie in the town ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
Mo's going to be here for a run, but I mean, imagine that. If they're here for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could get Driftwood or like something, come play acoustic and meet your fans or something.
Yes.
Wow, what a great location.
Yeah, that's what originally was supposed to happen with the band that we did it for. And they're Grayscale out of Philly. But yeah, they were supposed to come play like a half-hour set, but then the singer got sick, and he was like, yeah, we're just gonna do the meet and greet. I was like, cool, but yeah, ideally we'd love for them to come and do like even just like a half-hour set and just like
how cool,
yeah, acoustically or whatever. Yeah.
So what the neighborhood? I like. I'm curious, like how. Did you feel welcomed? I mean, from other tenants there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're in the Sidway Building.
Yeah.
And we had, just as an example, we had to put out for, just the prelim stuff, we had to put out like a list of people and like a petition to sign. Everybody in the building wants us there, what have you. And we had that list filled up in like a day. So people are really excited.
That's awesome.
People are really excited that we're there. And then we have the Trico building across the street as well. And everybody's really excited about that. And we have the hospital. People have been coming in. So yeah, I mean, the word is spreading quickly. It's spreading quickly.
That's awesome.
So we're excited.
Pop in for lunch, that kind of thing where people are working.
Yeah, we got breakfast, we got lunch. We stop lunch at 2:00. But yeah, we're at we've been getting rave reviews on our food, and
that's awesome.
we got Joel back there cooking, and he is killing it. He's coming up with all sorts of crazy stuff, and yeah, he's having a lot of fun back there.
Good, awesome.
Yeah.
And it's a Buffalo thing in terms of like, are you doing the teching yourself, or do you have people, do teching for shows?
Like sound teching? Yeah. So I have my friend Randy does a lot of it. Sarah Elizabeth does a lot of it.
Awesome.
And I don't even know if I should I think I can announce this. Who cares? We are partnering with Music is Art officially.
Amazing.
As of yesterday, and they are going to be sponsoring all of our Friday happy hours. So we have a happy hour slot 5 to 7, and we have artists in there.
Is this through the Alliance?
Through the Alliance.
I'm on the board, so I know what to do.
So they're gonna be sponsoring that, and you guys have a lot of reach, so we're excited about that.
I'm glad. I hadn't heard this yet, so I'm really glad to hear it.
It's brand new. It just happened. So yeah, I informed you, I guess.
Thank you. I think that's a partnership that makes a lot of sense.
It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Yeah. And and then, with that too, we'll get some artists that are associated with Music is Art.
Amazing.
And so that's gonna be nice.
It's already built in.
Yeah, it's already built in.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then how many, I know I keep talking about music. It's obviously my focus, but how many nights will there be entertainment, whether
literally almost every night. So Mondays, we close early at like 3:30, but Tuesdays we have our comedy open mic. Wednesdays was live music, but I think we're going to switch it over to karaoke night.
Cool.
As of today, we discussed that. So stay tuned on that. Thursdays is the music and poetry open mic smashed together. And then Fridays and Saturdays, we either have an event going on or bands, whatever it may be. And then, we're closed Sunday. But yeah, that's like basically our goal is every night of the week to have something,
So if you're not gigging, you're there.
Yeah. I mean, right on. And then I'm waking up in the morning and going back. So I love being there. Like I've worked a few jobs in my life, and I have never felt as good as I do walking into third space. And like, it's really cool because people seem to walk in there and like the inspiration just flows. Like I've never seen anything like it. Like people, whether it's, whether it's people coming in to do their work or whether it's people coming in to do art stuff, like people walk in and it's like inspiration just flows out of them. And it's like, awesome. It's really cool to see, man. Like it's really just a cool thing. And, I've never been in a space that really does that.
It kind of radiates positivity and creativity,
Yeah. And every time I walk in and I see somebody working or on their laptop or whatever, I'm just like, yes, they're doing it. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing,
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's a beautiful thing. So I would like to talk, just about your own life in music.
Yeah.
Outside of third space, even though now these things are, intertwined and ingrained in each other. But, I've seen you play. I love what you do.
Thank you.
But I don't totally know your history and like how you got into music, and maybe you could take me through some of that.
Yeah. I've been playing since I was like, 14 or 15, something like that.
A lot of instruments, right?
No, I've been keys my whole life.
Okay.
I've been keys my whole life. I've dabbled in guitar a little bit, but I can play like open chords and that's it.
That's all right. Enough to write.
It's enough to write. Yeah. I have written one song on a guitar. But yeah, I was a Jimmy Wozniak student. So that was really big for me. I was like
huge.
I was like his last student before he died. So I got like a couple years with him, and that was really cool. And he just kind of got me into the blues stuff. And I was inching that way anyways. Yeah. So I started in blues. And I did that for a long time. I played with Willie Mae for a long time, and he's a treat to play with.
He's a prolific guy too, man.
Yeah, he's still pumping out albums. Out. Yeah, he's great. Sometimes I'll go in the studio with him, and that's always a good experience. But yeah, I just kept pushing it, and I think I knew then that this is what I wanted to do. And like I said before, like I worked a few jobs, but it always came back to music. It always came back. I got fired from a few jobs for having too many gigs, and
been there.
So I finally got to a point maybe 5-ish years ago where I could say I can do this full time, and so that's what I've been doing. I do the solo thing, and I don't just do a solo piano thing. I bring my laptop with me now, and I do like MIDI drums, like just like kick and rim shot.
Yeah.
And that really has pushed my solo stuff forward a lot, and I'm really happy with that. And then I'm playing with Tsavo Highway now, and they're a really cool band. I play with Tim Britt band. We just played the Sabres game yesterday. That was a lot of fun. That's always a fun gig. And
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I've just been lucky, man. Like I've made these connections that have kind of brought me to a point where I don't want to say I don't have to try, but like I don't have to go seek out gigs as much anymore.
Yeah.
Like they kind of just fall into my lap, and that's been great. Especially with third space now. Like I can kind of just focus on third space and then get a gig and go play it and be cool.
That's awesome. You're in everybody's Rolodex now, so right?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. And there's not a lot of keyboard players around here, which helps me a lot. And I don't think I'm the best keyboard player in Buffalo by any stretch, but I can tell you that if you hire me for a gig, I will show up on time. I will be nice to you, and I won't be a dick. And like, I'll be there. And I think that's helped me out a lot.
Yeah,
to be honest. That's
everything, man.
More than half the battle is just showing up and not being a dick.
Exactly, totally. Like, can you hang?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think enough people realize that.
And listening too. Listening is really big for me. The one thing, I don't like talking good about myself, but the one thing I will say is that I have a really good ear, and I use that to my advantage. And
I've witnessed this.
And sometimes that's all you need, you know. It kind of, and I've put myself in a lot of situations where I don't necessarily know the song, but I can listen to it and say, oh yeah, that's that progression that I've heard before or whatever. And
comes in handy on dead gigs.
Especially on the dead gigs. And I play with Dead Alliance Buffalo too. They're an awesome group of humans. Yeah.
Shout out to all of them. Man. Yeah. So good. But so what about musically? Like, what grabbed you first? What were you into that you were like, all right, I think I want to do this with my life? Or even before that, where you're like, you're a kid and you do something, you're like.
I took the standard old classical piano lessons and stuff when I was a kid. Didn't really stick. And then I don't know exactly what happened, but something happened where I started to realize I had really fast fingers in my right hand. And I think that kind of led me to like Jimmy and the blues stuff. And I started to realize like, it's not, and I've realized now it's not all about speed, but I started to realize like, if I can play a blues scale at this speed, then that's going to open me up for a lot of like, leads and stuff like that. And that's kind of how it, like, I love like crowd reaction. And I think when I was a kid and there was this little, kid up there, hammering a blues scale, people were like, this is so cool. And I think that feeling of being on stage kind of pushed me to keep going. And there were times, I mean, man, when I was in high school, like people looked at me like I was a weirdo because I was playing this old this old music,
Right, this old music. And, like what year were you in high school? What was going on then?
I don't even know. Like who was big then? Like Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, I remember was big.
And you're playing what, Jimmy Smith or something?
Smith, yeah, and like and I think I felt like it was a cool, unique thing that I wanted to keep doing, and like I'm grateful it turned into something that I can do full time now and play all these really cool gigs and like be it,
Yeah, living it.
I'm trying to live it.
I think. Tell me what you think about this. I think that Buffalo is a place where you can have a life in music if you want it, and it be a rewarding one.
Yeah.
Now, and if your dream is to, tour, and you can do that from here, but if your dream is to like, get signed or whatever, become like hugely popular, this is, you got to go somewhere else.
It's a good spot. And it's very supportive. It's a very supportive
But here,
city.
The community thing is so supportive. And as you said, you're never a shortage of gigs.
Never. Yeah.
Even when people are worried about money or,
Right.
And I have my out slumps. Of COVID and all that,
I have my slumps just like everybody else.
Sure.
But yeah, I think being multifaceted kind of helps me out a lot, where I can do the solo, I can do the duo, I can get a band together, I can do that. I've done that for Nietzsche's a few times now, where I like just kind of throw a band together and call it Evan and the Laedkes, because of course, why not? That's always really fun, and people are really like Nietzsche's, for example, is a spot where I don't care about the money. I will play there whenever they ask me, because everybody there loves it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you play. I play Beautifully Broken by Government Mule. Nobody knows what that song is, but they're like,
I do.
Yeah. And they're like, man, like that was great. And I'm like, thank you, because nobody else has ever cared about this.
Really?
Yeah. So in my solo especially, I try to play some like deep cuts or like stuff like.
I like that.
Because here's the thing, for me, it all goes back to when I was a kid, right? So like the stuff that when I was a kid that I gravitated to is the stuff that I'm best at playing now solo. So for me, it's like that's always what I go back to. I always go back to. Okay, so I'll tell you a story. When I was a kid, there was this show on TV called Rockstar NXS. NXS is my favorite band ever because of this show. And I was
you never got to see like Michael Hutchence or anything?
No. And honestly,
they were awesome.
They're in it's to me, it's like the simplicity at its finest. Like NXS.
It's just so well crafted.
It's just like so well put together. But anyway, so the show was on.
I remember it.
And I was like 12, and I just like I got sucked right into it, and I was this is what I want to do. And so like a lot when I do my solo stuff, a lot of those like covers that they were doing, it kind of comes back to that. So I'll do like like what's a good one that I do out of there, like The Letter. Joe Cocker's The Letter. They did like a rockin' version on that show, and it just like grabbed me. So now I play The Letter like fast because of that. It's so good.
It's Leon Russell on piano, isn't it? Originally,
I'm not
it's Mad Dogs and Englishmen, right? Anyway, but the piano playing's great on it.
It's incredible. Stuff like that, man. It's just really like I've just discovered that the stuff that like, it's crazy to me how when we were younger, like that's the stuff that really grabs you, or like something, as we get older too, something close to the stuff that really grabbed you when you were like younger. Like it all goes back to that. Like, it's
so true. Yeah. I've told this story before, like in my house, I can see it. Like I was crawling around on the floor and I can see my parents, they weren't like hyper music people and they're definitely weren't musicians, but they had really good taste, small collection. But I remember hearing I would have been like 2 when Let It Be came out.
Okay.
They had that album.
Yeah.
They had Miles Davis' greatest hits and Paul Simon's first solo album. And Bridge Over Troubled Water.
One of my favorites.
I was obsessed for immediately, and still, like today, I hear those albums, and it's still,
and it's there, and it's there,
and it's like the core of who I am in a way. If you
and it's funny
because
you can drift away from that stuff too, and then it seems like it always comes back.
It's always kind of like it's really. It's interesting that you said that because, like, I think you're exactly right.
Yeah,
when music first grabs you, there's that moment that is it's eternal, and you keep coming back to.
And I'm that way with some random blues stuff too. Like I'll be, Johnny Lang or something.
That's awesome,
something like that. For example, like I'll go back to that. I forgot what album it is, but like one of his early ones. He's got what is it, Matchbox or something. And
he was pretty crushing.
Yeah, he was like when he was killing it. I
saw him really young, like opening for Aerosmith.
Yeah. Now he does. I think now he does some different stuff, but
there's more soul,
more like
R&B.
soul. Yeah, more like gospel-y kind of a feel to it, I think. But yeah, like like I said, like it all goes back to that. It all goes back.
Were you hearing a lot of music around the house?
Yeah. So going back to my dad. My dad is kind of like you said, is not a musician, but like you should see the closet full of CDs and records, and the records are in the basement, and he got when Record Theater closed, he got some of the like
the racks
that they had all the records in, and so there's like 3 of them down in the basement, and they're all full, and he's got a whole closet full of CDs, and so I was exposed to a lot of that stuff through him, and that's like I was talking about Jimmy and Wozniak and all that, and like that's really where it started because I could hear that stuff, and I think that's where my ear comes from because I could hear the changes in there, and it was just, I don't want to say shoved down my throat, but it was around,
there for you.
It was around right? So much that like I just kind of grabbed onto it,
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
It's an amazing journey for you so far, man. And you're young. You got a lot going on.
I'm 32, and I feel.
Oh crap! You look way younger than that.
I feel 52, but it's all good. I'm working it, I'll take the compliment that I look younger than 32.
Definitely,
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So, what's next, like music-wise? Anything you're particularly psyched about right now? Or
Tsavo Highway.
What a great band! Like it's some music is art this year.
They really they
kind of blew my mind.
I'll tell you what.
What's the bass player's name?
Brian.
He's a beast.
Brian Callisto. Yeah, he's awesome.
He's so
really
good.
So good.
He threw a little Jocko in there.
Yeah, he's got it. We're doing some touring now is what's going on. So we're going in a couple of weeks. We're going to New York, and we got some stuff in Ithaca, and we're doing that whole thing.
Awesome.
But I joined Tsavo honestly because at first I was like, I just need a band that's trying. I have so many bands that just like do.
Just gigging,
doing the same thing, and which is not a bad thing.
No, it's great.
It's not a bad thing, and it gets me working. I'm happy about that. But Tsavo is really trying. They're really writing. They're really trying to get out there. And for me, like touring has always been a dream of mine since I was younger. So for when a band like Tsavo is writing and touring and doing all the things, I'm like, hell yeah, like get me in on that. And Emily's a great singer, and everybody's great. So that's like
a really cool band.
That's like my main squeeze right now is just kind of focusing on them, and seeing how that all goes. But besides that, it's just playing the gigs, doing the thing, being the guy out there that's just playing as many gigs as possible. And I
love that. I love being that person too.
I'm focusing now more on like the social media side of things, and like I'm making sure to like record myself every chance I get, and like so yeah, that's been nice to kind of shift focus on that a little bit, and
amazing.
do focus more on like promoting myself and doing that whole thing. So yeah.
Do you are you going to do some of your own projects at Third Space as well?
Yeah, I would love to. I've been careful not to overly book myself there because I don't want to.
Hey, this is my place.
I don't.
Come see me every night.
Come see me. Yeah.
But some of that is.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take some of the Fridays. I was doing Wednesdays for a little while, like just doing every Wednesday, trying to get some people in, and I think that's not really going to be a thing as much anymore. But yeah, and like I said, I'm booking all sorts of stuff. We have so many. I could pull up the calendar right now and tell you we have like every cool solo artist in Buffalo is coming on Fridays.
Amazing.
So yeah, like I really pushed it to make sure that it wasn't just me and it was other people. Yeah.
And you're doing all the booking, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm doing all the booking.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. It's the first time that I've had to do like booking stuff, and it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to make the calls and make the just kind of do the thing.
Yeah. And curate it.
Yeah. And it's not just that too. I'm doing like all of our events as well. Yeah. So like these different organizations come in and they're doing like meetings or whatever. So I'm doing all that too, and that's been fun too. Working with people is really it's. Working with people is great.
It's awesome, man. Well, it's really nice to talk to you and learn more about you. Yeah. And I'm really pumped about Third Space.
Yeah. Everybody come down. We're at 777 Main, right on the corner of Main and Goodell. Sidway Building. Yeah. When you're coming right off the 33 there.
Go right by it.
You go right by it. We got a big open sign out there so you can't miss it.
Really inviting. And I would urge everyone to come, celebrate our scene. And this is like a real organic, natural growth.
Yeah.
This place feels like it's been there forever already.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So congratulations.
Thank you. More to come, and follow us on social media and stay posted because we're growing this thing, man. We're growing it.
Nice. That's Buffalo, baby.
Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo. Thanks, Evan, man. We'll do this again sometime.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Today's episode of Why Music Matters is brought to you by 42 North Brewing Company. 42 North believes in listening locally and drinking locally. If you're out at a live music venue, ask for 42 North. And if you're a venue owner, you might want to think about adding 42 North to your lineup of taps. And maybe I'll see you out there at a gig. If so, maybe I'll buy you a 42 North Borderland or a Day Trekker. First one's on me.